Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 6 of Mega Man 10. And this is Proto Man's shop, and just like with base, Proto Man does not have the option to buy an M-Tank. But you can buy an energy balancer, which will make things a hell of a lot easier. By the way, Otto runs the shop. He doesn't have his bolt on, instead he has the hard hat, which is referencing Mega Man 7, or probably the fact that he lost it again. And Tango, by the way, is a reference from Mega Man V, the only Game Boy game that strays away from being a remake of Mega Man's 1 through 4 for the Game Boy Color, and more importantly, in its debut, it just kicked ass and take names. And speaking of kicking ass and taking names, we're going to be facing after Commando Man, which, by the way, is the guy who is weak to the wheel cutter that we happen to got from the last part, which we defeated Nitro Man for. And yes, wheel cutter looks almost exactly like the same wheel cutter from Wheel Gator. Yes, I had to think about that. Oh, and by the way, that's a bottomless pit, in case you're wondering. That's not an alternate pathway. Just thought I'd point that out to all of you. And oh yeah, by the way, those areas where the platforms are covered, those are bottomless pits too. I'm only telling you this because not all the bottomless pits are covered. And for the record, this is the Proto Jet board. It looks like item 2, but at the exact same time, it is a much more maneuverable weapon of Proto Man's. Okay, let me rephrase that. It's a much more maneuverable item 2 as opposed to, you know, Mega Man's actual item 2 in Mega Man 2. And by the way, Mega Man still has to be 4 Robot Masters just to get the Rush Jet. Oh, and as you can see, Proto Man's shield in action, minor projectiles will be reflected. Oh, and yeah, those things, they're Proto Man's worst nightmare. 2 hits from that in the normal and higher difficulty, you're fucked. Again, I'm only playing this to show off just how easy it is to get into this game. And as easy as it is, okay, I still do stupid things. I do real stupid things. But as easy as it is, it's still harder than Mega Man 3, which is the easiest game in the series, bar none, hands down. Even if Mega Man can't charge Buster, the fact that the slide, the Rush Jet, practically the Robot Masters being absolutely easy. Okay, the only difficult thing on Mega Man 3 was the Dock Robots. Once you get past them, the rest of the game is cakewalk. Wily's Castle is nothing. Mega Man 10? Yeah, its easy mode does give you a lot of Yaishichi or Yorenzo or whatever the hell. Yeah. The peppermint candy. Okay, we're just going to call it that from here on in. It gave you a lot of those after you go through levels upon levels. But at the exact same time, it has its moments and it has its stages where one of the 3 lead characters are going to have a problem with. For Proto Man, we haven't gotten to that stage yet. I mean, well, technically, it's pretty much everything that's a problem for Proto Man because of his 2-hit wonder double damage that he takes. It just means you have to dodge. And also, that means you have to actually use the Proto Coil if you can't make the jumps. Now we're going to be using the wheel cutter, which, by the way, if I would have revved it a little bit more, it would have done more damage to Commando Man. Instead of just releasing it the way I did. Now, if I would have launched it at Commando Man instead of just, you know, letting it go to the ceiling, the rolling wheel, no, the wheel cutter would actually do some serious damage. And I was trying to rev up a wheel cutter that could actually take Commando Man's health down to half with 2 hits, but I didn't rev it up fast enough. So with that said, we pretty much beat Commando Man, and what we get from Commando Man is the Commando Bomb. It's more of a utility thing. Commando Man's weapon, how shall I put this? You fire a bomb, you can point it up left, right, or left up, right up, and as soon as the bomb hits, it makes splash damage.